What it do, man? I'm back with some more about Planet X and the kolbrin Bible connection. So, we gonna get into this. I ain't gonna hold y'all a long way for a few viewers to get in. I see everybody trying to jump on this Planet X bandwagon, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody welcome. But anyway, so I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the weather or the different type of things that's going on with our weather right now. But if you look at the pattern, the patterns as far as in our weather, you can tell that there's something strange going on. So I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna start first of all. 1 second, cause we gonna start this off the right way. Okay. I know a lot of people may be asking. A lot of people be asking themselves, "What is Planet X?" You know what I'm saying? What exactly is Planet X? And I'm gonna get into it. Planet X is the destroyer of the Gentiles, right? It's the destroyer of the Gentiles. For those of y'all that want to know, this is a King James Bible. We also have the kolbrin Bible, and we gonna get into what exactly Planet X is. Okay. So Jeremiah talks about Planet X here in the King James Bible, and he states, okay, he says, this is chapter 4, verse 7. He says, the lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. So the destroyer is something that is on the way to cause judgment. Okay, if you guys can remember, they say so-called slavery started in 1619. So that would give us to 2019 to make 400 years exactly. So that would explain everything that you see that's going on. Okay, some of the Gentiles go try to deny it, but it's for them. So who wouldn't want to deny their own judgment? But we gonna get into it, right? So Jeremiah says, the lion is coming from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his resting place to make thy lands desolate, and thy cities shall be laid waste without inhabitant. Okay, that's Jeremiah talking about the destroyer, right? So then I wanted to show y'all something from the kolbrin Bible where they talking about it, right? And this is for those who don't know what it is, those who don't understand. Because right now is the time to get the understanding of this thing that's it's here. It's coming in as we speak. Okay, this is the kolbrin Bible, Gleanings 4:24. It says, Then with the dawning of men saw the awesome sight, there, riding on a great black rolling cloud, came the destroyer. Okay, the same thing that Jeremiah called it. And then we go get the dictionary. It's a part of the dictionary in here where they talk about what the destroyer is. Okay, so the same thing. It's precept upon precept. It's just a whole different Bible. Okay, we got the King James Bible right here, 1611. Then we got the kolbrin. Okay, 21st century Master's Edition. Okay, Jeremiah said that the destroyer of the Gentiles was on his way to make thy land desolate. We know there's a pole shift coming. It's already happening right now. Everything that you see right now is warnings, is signs of what's amongst us. That's what it is. It's all been foretold, okay? Then we got Gleanings 4:24. Then with the dawning of man saw the awesome sight. There riding on the great black rolling cloud came the destroyer, newly released from his confines of the sky vaults, and she raged out of heaven, for it was war. For it was her time, for it was her day of judgment. The beast with her opened its mouth and belched forth fire, and hot stones heaved a foul smoke. Now, the destroyer, which is Planet X or planet Nemesis, Wormwood, whatever you want to call it, is traveling with other objects. It have its own sun with it, which is our sun's sister. It is the dwarf star. That second sun y'all see up there, that is our sun's sister, which is called the brown dwarf star. Then you got Planet X, which that sun is going around, and those two objects are going around our sun. Here's a picture of it right here. And they ain't gonna really let me make it out, but there's a picture. See all that's the other sun in the middle. All these other objects that's going around it is what's coming in with it. Wormwood is with it. Okay? So then they go on to say, all right, they go on to talk about the pole shift, right? But I'm gonna read a couple of these manuscripts right here. They say, the dark days begin with the last visitation of the destroyer. Okay? Not only did Jeremiah call this thing the destroyer, because I know a lot of y'all out there like to worship the Christian Bible. So even people from that Bible talks about this thing. Okay? So they say, the dark days begin with the last visitation of the destroyer. And there were foretold by strange omens in the sky. All men were silent and went about with pale faces. Right? And they go on to say, these are manuscripts, Corbin Bible, manuscript, chapter 6, verse 5. It says, the days of stillness were followed by a time when a noise of trumpeting. Y'all hear that loud trumpet noise people talking about going around the world? That loud noise people can't explain. It's all written, man. So they say the days of stillness were followed by a time when a noise of trumpeting and shrilling was heard in the heavens. The people became frightened, beasts without herdsmen, and as asses without lion. As asses when lions prowl. Sorry. They say the dust and the smoke clouds darkened the sky and colored the waters upon. They fell. When the bloody hue, the Planet X got this red iron oxide coming off of it. Okay? And the closer that it get, it's gonna turn the waters red. It's going. A part of Wormwood posted. It's a star that's with it. I bullshit you not. All this is written. This is where they get this from. The kolbrin Bible. The Mayans, all the Aztecs, all these people was talking about the same shit. I bullshit you not. Excuse my language. But they say the waters upon. They say dust and smoke clouds darkened the sky and colored the waters upon which they fell with a bloody hue, which is this red iron oxide, right? Then they go on to say, plague was throughout the land. The river was bloody and blood was everywhere, which was this blood red ash. It says it right here, red ash. I have it. Y'all can't really see it, but let me see. Fuck. I'm gonna have to take this off here and come back and let y'all see it. I'm gonna let y'all see it. But it says it right here, right? It says, the dust tore wounds in the skin of men and beasts, and the glow of the destroyer. The earth was filled with redness. You hear that? Redness. This red iron oxide that's coming off of this thing. This is where all go Google it. You can go Google it. It got all the signs. It got all the shit from all that shit. It got all them the illnesses and shit. It's from this fucking red iron oxide. Okay. So then they go on to talk about the pole shift, right? They talk about how they know that it. Look, I'm gonna go to it. It's better me going to it and to be talking about it. So I'm gonna go to it. So they say, now y'all see how fast time going? Do y'all see how fast, like I bullshit you not, a year been seeming like 6 months. Am I wrong or am I right? Now they say the days of the years were shortened. Now this is before this thing get to coming in, y'all. I bullshit you not. This is the Kolbrin Bible, 21st Century Master's Edition. Manuscript chapter 33, verse 2. It says, the days of the years were shortened, and the times of all things altered. The seasons were turned around. They said 4 times the stars have moved to new positions, and twice the sun has appeared to change his direction of his journey. Twice the destroyer has struck the earth, and 3 times the heavens have opened up and shed. Twice the land has been swept clean by water. They know this. Okay, they got Noah deluge in here. Everything. They got, look, Noah's flood. Look, Noah's flood. Before they, look, see that? Noah's flood. Okay? So, it's serious. Everything that you seeing that's going on, why y'all can't explain it? Some people gonna lie. You know, the devil got to do his work too, to keep us occupied. Some people go run and hide in bunkers and bomb shelters. It says that right here. Look, check it out. Some people go run and hide. The rich go try to run and hide like they gonna leave the poor. You know, but that's not gonna happen because the Most High got a way of dealing with everything. It says it right here. Ain't no running. Every man gonna have his day with this thing. It says when age is okay. This is Kolbrin Bible, 21st Century Master's Edition, chapter manuscript verse chapter 3, verse 3. When ages pass, certain laws operate upon the stars in the heavens. Their ways change. Now listen. It says their movement and restlessness. They movement and its restlessness. They said they are no longer constant. They say a great light appears redly in the skies. Now y'all can't say it that y'all don't see how the sky look when the sun going down. It got that. It got Planet X right with it. It got the whole sky red, going down and coming up. It's gonna tell you. The book is telling you. These ancient manuscripts these people left behind. This shit is real. The red kachina and the blue kachina is real. If y'all don't understand, when they talk about Jesus walking on water and all that, that's the sun. Okay, you got the 12 calendars, the 12 constellations. Okay, you got when the sun go down on the crossing, when it goes down during his lowest. Listen, all this shit got to do as above, so below. If this is not that, what they not telling y'all is this is how they know what the fuck is going on and what time we in. Ain't nobody finna come crack no sky open. Okay, everybody finna have this thing finna have its way. Everything gonna be done by natural disaster. Same way it was done with Noah and his family. The Most High does not change. He is the same as yesterday. He gonna be the same tomorrow and the day after that. He does not change. There's no such thing as no rapture. You can go get any Bible you want to. It ain't got the word rapture in there not one time. You all been misled. And while you all been up here being dumbfounded and sitting back and thinking that you're going to get raptured, and I'm going to be raptured with the church. What make you think you're going to be, even if it was a rapture, what make you think you're going to be raptured with the church? You that hellified. Do you know how many people came before you? Ask yourself that, man. You being lied to. Why you being lied to? The signs is in the sky. There's moon, the stars, the sun. It's all up there. When they asked God, how will we know the signs of them times? He said, look to the moon and the stars and the sun for them times. That's what you ain't gonna know no other way. Me even sitting here telling you this don't even make it true until you start seeing shit in the sky that you never seen, like the sky being red, the sun not shining at all, just a big red ball, and they can tell you, that's coming from the fires over there in Cali, blah, blah, but people seeing it all in Greece and all on other sides and all in other parts of the world. Okay, all this dumb shit got to come to an end because Christ consciousness is here. You get what I'm saying? Like, your redemption is at, your salvation is at nigh. Like, no, I bullshit you not. Like, it's here. Like, far as when it comes to the Most High and all that, the Most High said when you start to see these things, uproars of the people and earthquakes and all this and that, he said, notice this is the same very time that the Most High will begin to visit the earth that he made. So if he's beginning to visit the earth that he made around those times, then how is he coming back? What is we waiting on? It's about the revealing, okay? The awakening. That instant awakening everybody done had. All this not the religious shit, but the other shit, everybody more spiritual. When that certain boom, when it just happened, just boom, don't nobody even know when the whole world just boom, every color, just damn near they got spiritual. That was the awakening right there. That was the apocalypse. The apocalypse happened suddenly. Something that you steady sitting back here waiting on has already happened. Y'all, now what we looking at is the Great Tribulation, where we all gonna be tried as gold in the furnace, where motherfuckers gonna be wanting to die, and you ain't gonna even be able to die. That's what we waiting on now, because now you have been given the reveal. Now everything has been revealed. What's real, what's fake. You know what I'm saying? All that shit has been revealed. If you still sleep now, then you just a lost soul, because the apocalypse have come and go. That's just to reveal something, to show you something. That's what the apocalypse is. The worst part is yet to come. Is now coming with the Great Tribulation. That's where we got. When all these, they not telling y'all how they know the war coming, why people preparing for war and all, because of how Mars aligning, how all these stars aligning, how everything aligning up. They know all of these different places is a planet of water, or star of water, or star of this, or star of fire, or star of war, and all that, and they don't even tell you that them all the different gods, like them all different spiritual beings. That's why the sun up there right now, letting off all these solar flares, X flares. It's a war up there. They not gonna come out. Oh, it's a war in heaven right now. Judgment is coming. Nubaru is up. Do y'all know when Nubaru come? It's gonna cause a polar shift. It's gonna flip this. It's gonna flip this place upside down. And with the flipping of this place being flipped upside down, that's what's going to cleanse the earth of every foul being. You think that all the technology that we got and all the shit we just now got, y'all think that they ain't done this shit 10s or 20, 30s, 40 times? Y'all think that? It says it right here. Now I'm going to get back to it. Manuscript chapter 3 verse 4, it says, when blood red ash drops upon the earth, the destroyer will appear, and mountains will open up and belch forth fire and ash. Trees will be destroyed and all living things engulfed. Water will be swallowed up and the land and seas will boil. Okay, this as it get closer. When you seeing the shit that can't be explained, when you seeing the weather that can't be explained, when they come out with some new shit called a Dratio that I ain't never heard of in my motherfucking life, winds of 100 miles per hour, no tornado, no nothing, just wind. Come on now, man. And then we gonna go back to it. It is a known, well, we ain't gonna even go there. Well, yes we can. They said creation chapter 3 verse 2. God caused a celestial dragon from out of heaven to come and encompass her about. The seas were loosened from their cradles and rose up, pouring across the land, creating giant tsunamis. All right? So when they talk, it's pictures of this thing, okay? I don't know, y'all can't see it, but it's pictures. See that? Constellation, the sun, Nubaru, all that shit. It's pictures of this thing, man. Okay? And then it talks about it. Our honored dark sister, look, our honored dark sister. They been knew about this shit for years. Okay? Our honored dark sister, which is the sun that is going around Nubaru, that's our sun's sister. Okay? The sun that's going around Nubaru. Then Nubaru and our sun, Nubaru and the sun that's going around it is going around our sun. And as it come in closer, it's fucking up the magnetic field. This is what they not telling y'all. It's loosening the magnetic field. This dome or whatever that's above the earth, it's real, but it's weakening. Okay? For every foul spirit and demon to come through. It's weakening. That's what the magnetic field is. This dome, this thing to protect us is weakening. Now, for every foul spirit, everything to come through. This is the time. This is where people, I'm telling you, shit that your dreams gonna be coming to reality. I bullshit you not. You see our sun, dark sister. Right there. Our sun, dark sister. They say the star. Now they gonna talk about the star that's with Nubaru. Okay? The star. It says creation chapter 4 verse 6. It says the star grew and waxed to a great brightness and was awesome to behold. It put forth horns and sang, being unlike any other ever seen. So men seeing it said among themselves, surely this is God appearing in the heavens above us. The star was not God, though. They said the star was not God. Though it was directed by his design, the people had no wisdom to understand. Okay? So this thing that's coming in, right? It put forth horns. It's traveling with debris with it. It got a whole, Nubaru got a debris tail that goes from one end of the earth even into the other. It's so fucking big. And guess what it got with it? Trash. Fire and brimstone. That's gonna rain down on the earth as close as it get. Why you think they calling out all these meteors? Meteors just falling. A meteor flew past Texas, Arizona. A meteor fell down and only had two hours before they even knew it was coming. Nubaru. It's coming off the belt. It's coming out that trash. I'm gonna show y'all Nubaru. It's on here. They got a picture of Nubaru on here with the tail. Here go Nubaru right here. Okay. Damn. Let me see. See Nubaru? Now you see the wings on it? It's a wing on each side. There's a wing, right? On each side of Nubaru. Okay. That's why they call it. The Chinese people call it a dragon. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call it. That's in here too. So, but anyway, so they say the Kolbrin Bible. This is chapter 5, verse 1. It says, the doom shape called the destroyer in Egypt was seen in all the lands thereabout. Its color was bright and fiery, in appearance changing and unstable. Y'all see how it be flashing? Like that red, it be flashing different colors, red, blue. If you go look on my shit, I got something when I was walking outside, and I seen it in the sky, and I was with this chick. I'm like, damn, what's that? You see that? Big red ball. This was like 2021 when I first got to discovering it. Way before I discovered these books or anything. Okay, I started seeing this thing with my own eyes. Jumping out the car. Damn, what's so wrong with the sun? 2 objects in the sky. Fuck, thinking we playing. Thinking it's a game. It's not. It's real. I'm a witness to this thing. Seeing it with my own eyes. So they say, the doom shape called the destroyer in Egypt was seen in all the lands thereabouts. Its color was bright and fiery, in appearance changing and unstable. It twisted about itself like a coil, like water bubbling into a pool from underground. Right? Then they say, the doom shape is like a circling ball of flame which scatter small fiery offspring in its train. It covers about a 5th part of the sky and sends riding snake-like fingers down to earth before the sky appears frightened. So we gonna see more and more. It's telling us. Now you can take what I just read however you want to take it. But it's telling us we gonna see more and more fucking fire and brimstone, which God promised to rain down. There's a fire kindled in my anger. You hear me? He talked about this destruction. I'm doing something, Justice. Hold on. Right? So these, I'm gonna go back to it. It says the doom shape is like a circling ball of flame which scatters small fiery offspring in its train. It covers about a 5th part of the sky and sends riding snake-like fingers down to earth before the sky appears frightened. Right? So before this thing come, we gonna start seeing more and more meteors, just everywhere, all around the earth, just meteors crashing, like big, small. You heard what it just said, right? Then it says, writings down to earth before the sky appears frightened, and it breaks up and scatters away midday. It's no brighter than night. It spawns a host of terrible things. There are things said about the destroyer in the old records. Read them with a solemn heart, knowing the doom shape has it appointed time and will return. So it's coming. They know this. They've been studying this shit and trying to figure out when this thing is coming for years, okay? They just been throwing us off with all other shit. No, giving us half of these manuscripts instead of giving us all of them. Okay? So, now we're going to go back to where it says this is how we know the polar shift is imminent. Okay? The weather y'all see is strange, but it's not the first time this has happened. It says, manuscript chapter 33, verse 2. The days and years were shortened. Y'all see now, a year seemed like 9 months. I swear it seemed like some months missing off a calendar, man. Ain't no way in hell we in 2022 already. Finna be in 2000. Listen, they say the days of the years were shortened, and the times of all things altered. The seasons were turned around. 4 times the stars have moved to new positions. This talking about a polar shift. And twice the sun has appeared to change his direction of his journey. Twice the destroyer has struck earth, and 3 times the heavens have opened up and shed. Twice the land has been swept clean by water. Okay? So they know. These people know it, man. They say, then the wise man went to Sharon, whoever, I guess they talking about Moses, now called Seraphis, and said to him, the king, behold, the years are shortened, and the hour of trial draws nigh. So they knew when the years was shortened, they knew that this thing was coming. This was the second time. It didn't kill everybody. Noah and his family was proof of that. They in here. They talk about them in here. They talk about Atlantis in here. This thing sunk Atlantis when it came the first time. This was the first judgment. This is the judgment that the Most High puts on this world. This is the judgment. It's all done by natural disaster. They say, behold, the years are shortened and the hour of trial draws nigh. The shadow of the doom approaches this land because of its wickedness. Yet because you have not mingled. Now he talking to Noah. This is Noah who he talking to. He said, yet because you have not mingled with the wicked, you are set apart and shall not perish. This so your seed may be preserved. So he told him, you know who his seed is? His offspring, his children, and their children. He said, since you have not mingled, this is the kolbrin Bible. When they talking about Noah, this is Noah who they talking to about. He said, yet since you have not mingled with all these wicked motherfuckers, you and your seed gonna be preserved. Check it out. He said, yet because you have not mingled with the wicked, you are set apart and shall not perish. This is so your seed may be preserved. Then the king sent forth Hanok, Noah. I guess Hanok is Noah. That's what it says. It says Hanok and then it got Noah, son of Hagachar. And he came out of Ardis. All of this shit goes together. I'm telling y'all, they all was saying the same shit. For there he had heard a voice among them reading, saying, abandon your abode and possessions, for the hour of doom is at hand. Neither gold nor treasure can buy you or retrieve you. Can buy or retrieve you. He said, leave all that shit. He talking to Noah. He told him to go build a fucking the ark or whatever, however you want to put it. I'm telling y'all, all this shit go together. He said, then Hanok came into the cities and said to the governors, behold, I will go down to the sea, and I would therefore build a great ship that I may take my people upon it. Okay, is this Noah or not? Is this Noah? This is Noah that they talking about. Okay? What other motherfucker y'all know built a fucking took it? Who else? Okay? And this is the kolbrin Bible. There's a lot of wicked shit going on in this place in the United States. I'm telling y'all. Because these are the same fucking people. And they talking about him being over in Egypt. Right? They gonna even talk about the fucking Pharaoh first child dying. Watch this. Let me show you. Look, the sinking of Atlantis. Sinking of Atlantis, right? This thing sunk Atlantis when it came the first time. Now, bullshit you not. You got Noah's flood. It's all type of shit in there. I'm telling y'all. This is what triggered. When I told y'all that the Pharaoh was in here and his son, his firstborn was murdered. Look, Exodus triggered by the destroyer, right? So they all saying the same shit. Even with the King James Bible, we get the King James Bible, right? Go to the King James Bible, pull him out. This is what they saying about the destroyer. Okay, they said, behold, the Lord maketh, they said, the Lord maketh the earth empty and make it waste and turn it upside down. This is the pole shift that they talking about. The same shit that they talking about, right? And scattered abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with the mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller. Ain't nobody gonna be able to escape this thing, man. All right? They say with the lender, so with the borrower. As with the taker, so is the usury. Or whatever. So with the giver. I got lost. They said, the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken this word, right? Then he goes on to say, that was Isaiah. Now look what it says right here, like I told y'all, when it talks about the destroyer. The lion cometh from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy cities shall be laid waste without inhabitant. They saying the same shit. They saying the same shit, right? Then, goes on. He says, and the third angel, they say, and the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of the water. And the name of the star was called wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter, right? Check this out. It's going to say the same shit. It's going to say the same shit. I'm telling you. The book revealed, few survive, wisdom. That's a creepy part right there. I'm going to come back to that. But I want to show y'all where it talk about the same thing. Comes down from ancient times. Sorry about this. I wasn't even finna get, I ain't had this ready. Like this ruddy glow, distinguishable when it, right here it say, the people will scatter in madness. They will hear the trumpet of the battle cry of the destroyer and will seek refuge within dens and within the earth. Terror will eat away at the hearts of their courage, will flow for them like water from a broken pitcher. They will be eaten up by the flames of the wrath of the destroyer and consumed by the breath. In those days, men will have the great book before them. Wisdom will be revealed, and few will be gathered for the stand. Hold on, I'm trying to find that part where it talks about the water. Just, what you doing? Okay. Just had to make sure. He was too quiet. I'm playing with toys. I thought he was asleep on the phone. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to get this together. But anyway, so the weather y'all see that can't be explained, man, it's got to do with this thing coming in, all right? Planet X, all right? For those of y'all that don't understand, man, I don't know a better way of putting it, all right? I'll read another verse for what Jeremiah said. He said, disaster will soon spread from nation to nation. They will come like a powerful storm from faraway places. The destroyer will come against every town. Not one town will be able to escape. The Lord said this will happen. And that's in Jeremiah. Okay, so they know. Okay, all this shit goes together. It's just now we can tell. We got the signs. They said in those days, man will have the great book before them. So we ain't have it then, but we have it now. And they said in those days, men will have the great book before them. Wisdom will be revealed. Okay? So all this, the awakening. Wisdom being revealed. Men having the great book before them. I mean, it don't take a scientist to break this shit down, man. It says, this is Creation chapter 3, verse 1. It is known in the stories that come down from the ancient times that there was not one creation, but two creations, and a recreation. They said it is a known fact to the wise, the earth was utterly destroyed once and reborn on a second wheel of creation, a new earth. You hear how people talking about the new earth? It's a new earth coming. They said God caused a celestial dragon from out of heaven to come and encompass her about. The seas were loosened. God caused this thing, man. He sent it. The fire that's kindled in my anger, right? It's right there. I told y'all. It's a picture of this thing. Right there. Picture. See it? See it with the wings on it? That's Nubaru. Alright, Nubaru, Planet X, whatever you may call it. You know. I bought you some chips. What you do with them? Yeah, man, it's deep though, man. It's deep. Right here, it says, manuscript chapter 3, verse 10. In those days, men will have the great book before them. Wisdom will be revealed. The few will be gathered for the stand. It is the hour of trial. The dauntless ones will survive, and the stout-hearted ones will go down in destruction. Man, listen. In those days, men will have the great book before them. It ain't no reason. It ain't no reason, man. Everybody should be studying this thing right now. This was the aspect of the doom ship called the destroyer. When it appeared in the days long gone by the olden times, it is thus described in the old records, fewer which remain. They say the doom shape. Oh yeah, I read that to y'all. But you see, it sunk Atlantis. I showed y'all that, right? Sinking of Atlantis. This thing sunk Atlantis. Go pee. This thing caused the deluge with Noah, right? That's what it says, man. And they got Noah name different in here though. They say then the dawning of man saw the awesome sight. They're riding a great black, I told y'all that cloud that's with him. They say the beast opened up his mouth and belched forth fire and hot stones of vile smoke. Picture. Right there. The thing it's right there. You got all these comments and all that shit traveling with it. But it's right there. Alright. Then man, it's plenty shit, man. They said trees throughout the land were destroyed and no herb or fruit was found. They said the face of the land was battered and devastated by hail of stones, which smashed down all that stood in its path. So anyway, like the Bible talks about the sky raining fire and brimstone, you know, we all have to think of how would that happen. But now that we know that Nubaru is coming, which they talk about wormwood and the destroyer in the Bible, now we know how this fire and brimstone is going to happen, but we got just a little more idea of what the fuck is going to happen. You get what I'm saying? When they say trees throughout the land were destroyed and no herb or fruit was to be found. They say the face of the land was battered and devastated by the hail of stones which smashed down all that stood in its path. Right? They say they swept down hot showers and strange flowing fire ran along the ground in their wake. So we know it's gonna be plenty shit on fire. Y'all think y'all seeing shit on fire now? They ain't even been trying to explain that, but a lot of that, them fires and shit, they've been lying and saying it's been starting just off of that's been little sprinkling fire shit coming down in this, like they say, out the book. Setting shit on fire. Ain't no chips. They say the fish of the river dried up. They said the fish of the river dried. The fish of the river died, and the polluted waters, and worms and insects and reptiles sprang up from the earth in huge numbers. Great gusts of wind brought swarms of locusts, which covered the sky. As the destroyer flung itself throughout the heavens, it blew great gusts of cinders across the face of the land. The gloom of the long night spread, the dark mantle of blackness, which extinguished every ray of light. That's why y'all be seeing the sun. The sun don't be shining at all. Since when you can stand outside and just look at the sunlight without it blinding you? You know, and when it be red like that, like a burnt orange, you know, the sun be looking, and people like, that ain't the sun. That ain't. All this shit is written. It's all right here. They say, the earth turned over during a pole shift as a clay spun up upon the potter's wheel. The whole land was filled with uproar from thunder of the destroyer. Overheard in the cry of the people, there were sound of moaning and lamentation on every side of the earth. Spooled up, they said, on every side. The earth spooled up the dead corpse, and they were cast from their resting places. Listen, this shit is real, okay? It's real, man. I don't know how much more deep I got to go into this. I read it, but it's real, y'all. It's real, man. And I'm going to come back with some more pages, man, shortly, man. Y'all could go check out some videos I put up. But yeah, man, it's real, man. Shouts out to Rap the News, man. You know, my brother was a good dude. And, man, he did his work, you know. And I wish he was here to see what's going on right now, man. They say there were 9 days of darkness and upheaval. While the trumpet, they said, yeah, I'm going to come back, man.